Hi. Is the audio good? Do more side quests to get more XP first. Alright. How is everyone?
Fancy meeting you here, friend.
They didn't fucking ask you.
Look me.
Hello. Oh, that sucks losing the internet scout. I always hate when that happens. Victor once scared me. I was sleeping in Novak, and suddenly he appeared in my hotel room. Wow. Yeah, that would be pretty fucking creepy. Yep, you could go in the train station. There's just not a lot in there. I didn't know that, Logan. Oh, really? Is there any special interaction?
Hey.
Yeah, I can only have one regular
You've
companion.
done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. There's an NCR emergency two-way radio. You call, and we'll come running. You're not alone out here. The NCR has your back. Stay safe and good hunting.
Alright then. Anyways, yeah, in this game you can only have one regular companion and Rex, right? Where can I get to?
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from? Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground. Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family. Whatever they need. Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level? I had a a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them? Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway? This is quite a journey you're going on then. Must be an interesting relationship to have brought you all this way. I'll be honest, you're the first person I've run across out here that looks like she can really handle herself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together, help each other out. Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world. Looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from. Good. That's the look I was going for. Trust me on this one, though. You'll be glad you brought me along. If I turn out to be a burden, we can part ways at any time. No hard feelings. Like I said, they can handle themselves. And I'm not the only one getting supplies for them. It's a big family.
Yeah, it looks like I can only have one companion at a time.
Aw, you really know how to make a girl feel like a stray cat. But, okay, my offer stands, if we run into each other again.
Oh. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's what I thought, Ryan. It's just that I haven't played the game in a while, and I was hoping I'd be able to get more than one companion. Hi, Lauren. How are you?
Welcome to the Grub and Gulp. Just a little rest stop that me and my good friend Lupe set up. Last stop on your way into New Vegas, first stop on your way out. That's what I say. Sure thing. Anything else I can do for you?
Evening. You need water? I got water. Clean and fresh. Straight from Lake Mead. If you're low on caps, I've also got slightly irradiated wasteland water. A little fallout never killed anybody. Shoot. The Crimson Caravan Company's the big dog around here. Keep following the road north, and you'll eventually come across their camp. The caravans or NCR patrols usually don't stop, but we usually get people like yourself wandering on by a few times a week. All right.
Yeah, I don't really know voice actor names. Sorry about that. I want to say quickly, I love that they use the classic tracks, the classic soundtrack in this game. Oh yeah, blank thing. It would have been amazing if the Legion was... if Obsidian had time to finish the Legion.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something? I am ready to process our transaction.
Is there a specific faction you plan on joining? This is the third stream of New Vegas I've done. For this playthrough anyways. I still haven't decided which faction I'm going to go with.
Come back and see us again soon.
In the cut content, where there are actually Legion civilians. Yeah, I've heard. From what I've heard, they plan to have some of Colorado in the game, and where you could see the Legion's actual like home settlements, which would show a different side of the Legion from their armies. Yeah, agreed, Logan.
You're mine.
And yeah, also agreed, Lauren. It would have been nice to see a bit more to the powder gangers. If you give Rotface 11 caps, leave the area, then come back, he'll be wearing Eulogy Jones's hat.
Hey, buddy, spare a cap? What do you say? In the area between the followers on... I got more where that came from.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with Bethesda is it's not just a matter of firing ML. They have to actually understand what Fallout is, and it's very clear that they don't.
That one. The NCR used to. That. That. There. That one.
I'll come back and check on him later. I just used the fucking rat slayer to kill a rat.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard. Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long. Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services. Just come see me when you've got some supplies. So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you. You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out. What do you want? Great! How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else? How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else? Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher. Not even a particularly good one.
Yeah, Mr. Caption's Fallout 4 video is fucking great. I recommend people watch it if they haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims. I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sup sole. Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago. Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar. I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
Remember to sell arcade to Caesar's Legion. Wow.
Certainly. Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended. No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you? Pulling bullets out of a vengeance-crazed drifter is truly a noble step up from tending to the downtrodden of Freeside. But I think I'll pass.
Yeah. Yeah, Arcade is a good character. I'm not gonna sell him.
If it can be bought, it can be found.
Oh, you can find Oris's corpse in Freeside? I wasn't aware of that.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first. The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born. Yep.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
Robot, let me pass.
Please submit to a credit check or present a passport. Thank you, madam. You may proceed.
Oh god,
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
Yes, thank you, Victor. Now I have to talk over this in case, this gets claimed. I don't want this to get claimed, oh my god. Shut up, Victor.
That's it. Keep moving.
Let me in.
Well, howdy, partner.
Let me in, you fuck.
I see. Where to, partner? Penthouse. Floor.
Enjoy your time in Vegas.
meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and, I suspect, figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see? Oh, come now, don't play the fool. Vegas has fools enough, a superfluity of them. They're what makes it so profitable. They come to Vegas chasing penny-ante dreams of high living, to feel like they're big shots, like they're winners. You see that you and I are of a different stripe, don't you? We don't have to dream that we're important. We are. Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it. The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough. My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that? Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss? What did you wish to know? Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened. To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along, a more than suitable replacement. I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be. Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determined the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed. What else did you want to know?
And here's another thing that relates to somewhat to what I was talking about in the last stream. They just gave you reasoning for why Victor didn't intervene. The thugs were too much for him. Or for a lone Securitron. Again, if this wasn't a Bethesda game, it would have just probably not gone explained at all.
I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The 3 families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation. Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicon. let's just say it was very costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise. We can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in. What else did you want to know? It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops. It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him. By contract, Securitrons are to enter the casinos only when invited by the 3 families, or if other extraordinary circumstances arise. The moment I send one into the Tops, Benny will know I'm on to him. If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private. Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door. What else did you want to know? It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way. You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort. What else did you want to know? It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic, but we'll hold off until the platinum chip has been recovered. What else did you want to know? Well enough. Be on your way.
As far as confirmed content, originally you could convince Robert House to spare the Brotherhood, but was cut because it didn't fit his character. Wow, I never knew that. Yeah, your chest hurting doesn't sound great, Scout.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the High Roller Suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Yeah, yeah, I am aware of the other robot that was cut. Huh. Why isn't it, yeah, let's upgrade suite. Oh. Huh, this is kind of glitching out. No, I don't... Cancel. I guess, merchant screens don't work through terminals that well. I tried clicking everywhere.
Where to, partner?
Yeah, I was looking for the snow globe, but I wasn't looking too hard. Sorry. I'll get it later.
Hey,
Whoa.
you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go. I've got your back.
Nobody has ever been inside
must be important around here. You're the talk of the day around the casino table.
How did you get in there?
And she looks good to me, too.
You look new here. Be careful of Gamora.
We've heard about you from the officers at our embassy.
Yeah, I'll go back and get the snow globe later.
It's hard to sleep in this place. I tell you, last night some girl was knocking on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What? I hear James Garrett drove 5,000 head of Brahmin to New Reno. No bodies, just the heads. I've been married for 17 years. Where did I go wrong? Oh!
Have you installed mods to Fallout 3 or New Vegas? No. Both the streams I've done of these games have been, only with the DLC. No other mods. Well, actually, there was one mod for, Fallout 3 which flooded Megaton.
Hey.
Hey, baby doll. Welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying. Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops? Have a good time, baby.
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello? That broad everyone saw go in the Lucky 38, that was you? Oh, shit. I hit what I was aiming for. Guess you had brains to spare. Or you just thick-skulled. Either way, baby, this is good news. Maybe I can finally sleep at night, knowing you didn't die. What say you and me cash out? Go somewhere it's more private-like. Any questions you got, I'll answer. I can't do that, baby, and you know it. There's a lot of angles to this caper. Complexities aplenty. But plenty of action, too. Enough for both of us. But we don't jabber about that out here in public. Like I said, we should be talking somewheres private. To start, I'll comp you the presidential. Best suite in the house. You deserve a taste of the VIP lifestyle. I'll hang out down here for a while to make everything look business as usual, then come to you. Any questions you got, I'll answer. Guaranteed. Where's my manners? Here's some cash up front. There'll be more where that came from. Wait for me in the presidential suite. We got a future together, you and me. It's time we got started.
I got my eye on you, so no funny business.
Jesus, Boone.
little meet and greet of ours, chalk me up as a no-show. It would be 41 flavors of stupid to let you get a drop on me. And you've caused plenty enough trouble as is. You've forced my hand. Hell, I gotta skip town because of you. A real pain in the caboose. A lifelong learner is you, eh? Then make your questions count, because your lifelong is running life short. All this is just work ethic run wild? That's your line? I don't know. Can you get it through your thick skull to leave me and the chip alone? If bullets can't get through, what hope is there? That temper of yours. Kind of why this conversation's taking place over an intercom. Do me a favor and stay dead this time, eh? Good night, all. It's been a gas.
Over here!
Watch out! Over here!
Had enough!
Come on!
Need a bigger caliber.
Come on!
Really, Boone?
You dig this crazy scene or what?
Oh, you can talk on the intercom again? I didn't know that. It's probably too late now. God damn it. Hey, Vibroid? I hope I pronounced that right.
Wonder where Benny got off.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today? Sure. He came through here in a big hurry. Didn't even stop to say hello. I think he went down his secret escape elevator out in the hall.
Mathen just made a video called How to Make a Perfect Fallout Game. Yeah, I'm not gonna trust his judgment on that after his fucking Fallout 3 video.
Sure. Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there! Oh! He wants to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses. Most prominently, his Securitrons. And then I just do what Betty tells me. Easy peasy!
Vibroid. Okay. Some of it I agree with, some not so much. Maybe grist for the Creetosis mill? I'm not sure I understand that last part.
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
What's your faction for this game? I haven't decided which one I'm gonna go with yet. Probably not Yes Man. I've done Yes Man before.
Don't stay away too long.
Go with the Legion. I don't know about that. Oh, he wants to see my reaction. Honestly, I have considered doing a video on what I'd like to see out of a potential Fallout 5. I mean, we know Fallout 5 is eventually coming. It's just a matter of them announcing and releasing it. The thing is, I don't really have any, one sec, this noise is driving me crazy, I have to get away from it. Don't get out of the way, Boone. Anyways, yeah, for Fallout 5, I don't have any, like, really specific desires I want for the game. All I really want from it is, you know, write a good story. Like, avoid retconning, avoid, massive plot holes. Like, there's so many plot holes with the Institute and Fallout 4, it's just absolutely unbelievable. I don't know how such a big company could have released Fallout 4 with so many story errors in it when it's supposed to be a story-heavy game. Yeah. Fallout 4's story was such a train wreck. That doesn't even begin to describe it. It's just... It's one of those things I just find infinitely frustrating. Like, there's so many things they could have done with Fallout 4. There's so many good ideas that you could see went into the game and never got developed to their full potential. It's just... I just can't get over it. I love the Fallout series and I just want there to be good games. That's all. That's as high as my bar goes. I don't need, you know, a world-breaking, like, revolutionary game. Just write a good story set in the universe. Don't trample the lore. That's all I want.
The eyes of the mighty Kaisar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Kaisar will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands. Incidentally, it will interest you to know that the man you seek has fled the Strip and is likely making haste for Kaisar's camp as we speak. Seek Kaisar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Kursor Lucullus will be waiting. Kaisar awaits.
What's your favorite casino in New Vegas? I'm not really sure I have a favorite casino. I do like that they're all very uniquely designed from one another. It definitely makes them distinct.
Hey, what about that suit Benny wears? If I had a suit like that, the ladies would be all over me. What? You expect a punchline? The guy pays my salary. It's true! I take my wife everywhere, but somehow she keeps finding her way back. I did it! I bought my wife a little car here in New Vegas, an Omerta. It has a hood under the hood. Ay, ay, ay. I've been...
Weapons use as discouraged.
Can't run from me.
Cooperation. Homicide detected. Homicide detected.
Dude, I beat Mortimer to death with a golf club. Kind of like another game. I mean,
I take my wife everywhere.
there's two games off the top of my head you could be referring to there.
But somehow she keeps finding her...
Alright, let's go talk to the NCR now, see what they have to say. Enter into season... Oh, I didn't get a quest for the NCR one. I've actually never talked to Crocker in this game before, so it's going to be a new experience. Now, he is at this NCR base, right? I'll give you a hint. Bigot sandwich. Yeah, I heard about that whole shit show. My god. The thing that, like, I never played The Last of Us, so I can't really comment on it as a series, but, the fact that Naughty Dog and Sony went around false copyright striking all these channels, so fucked. You can't just expect a random quest from Crocker. You have to talk to him to get his quest. Well, sure. But the thing is... the thing is, when Volpez just talked to me, I got the Caesar quest. So, you'd think they would still give me this quest, so it would direct me to him. Oh wait, he's on the strip? Fuck. I'll have to go back then. Alright, I'll go back to the strip.
Fine by me.
One thing about the Matin video is that he reiterates multiple times that he considers New Vegas to be the greatest game of all time, proving that his Fallout 3 video was simply disingenuous. It's... I think... I've got a lot of comments about his video and my response to it. I don't doubt that New Vegas is his favorite game. If he says it's his favorite, then... you know, that's not something I can argue about. My problem with his Fallout 3 video was... God, I get distracted by this noise so easily. The thing about his Fallout 3 video for me was that he goes so far to defend the game that he's putting forward a lot of logical fallacy arguments and misinformation. Now, that's bad enough on its own, but it seems like he's talking down New Vegas unfairly. And I don't mean unfairly in the fact that, oh, he criticized it, that's unfair. No, New Vegas does deserve criticism. The problem is, the criticism he puts against it is largely inaccurate. And one of my favorite examples to reference is the Lanius argument. He tries to defend Autumn so hard, saying this is actually a really good villain because you've encountered him before. When, God, I hate when this happens. He tries to say Autumn is a great villain by saying Lanius is a no one. And, like, sure, Lanius can technically be no one if his backstory is to be believed. Or what Ulysses says is to be believed. That might not even be the same guy under the mask. The thing is, it doesn't matter who Lanius is, it matters what Lanius is. And that's a big distinction. H-Bomb's video on Fallout 3 was God tier. It's pretty good. I don't completely agree with his video, but it had its moments for sure.
Hey, welcome to the NCR Embassy. How can I help you?
Also, he mentions that H-Bomber guy only had one good argument. Okay, that's just wrong.
Ambassador Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right and at the end of the hall.
Like, I'm not a fan of H-Bomb. His Fallout 3 video is the only one of his I've seen. And I heard he does have a lot to be criticized for himself. But, maybe. But it's more that, what was I saying? Sorry, it's hard for me to concentrate on both the game and trying to talk. Yeah, H-Bomb. He makes some decent points in his videos, but, in his video.
Hello?
So I'm getting a bit scrambled because I'm trying to find the ambassador and talk at the same time. She did say the door to her right, right? Because this is the left. I don't generally like H-Bomber guy, but his Fallout 3 video was mostly right. Yeah, I agree, Mace Dindu, that, like... I don't know enough about H-Bomb to properly form an opinion on him. Like I was starting to say, and I got distracted by the game, I have heard that he's had a lot of things to be criticized for as well. I mean, I guess we all do, right? Yeah, his Fallout 3 video isn't perfect, but it does have a lot of good points in it. Thomas makes my brain happy whenever I see an hour-long video from him. I watch it all. Need more videos from Thomas. I watch them all. Yeah, Thomas does make great videos.
I'm glad you could make it. I have something I wanted to discuss with you. It's a very important matter, and I have a strong feeling you're the perfect person for the job. I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little tense around here with all the issues between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. It doesn't take a genius to see that something big is going to happen soon. To be honest with you, the NCR is in a tight spot. But if we fail now, it's the people here that are going to suffer the most. I'm not willing to let that happen, and I don't think you're the kind of person that would either.
Just a second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munitions stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to all outsiders. That's why I need someone like you. Someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me?
I couldn't get behind his idea that Fallout 4 is still fun generally, but he made a lot of good points. Who's that said Fallout 4 is still fun generally?
Sorry to hear that, but do me a favor and give it some more thought. I'll be here if you change your mind.
The real boomers were in Fallout all along.
Hello?
Yeah, Thomas Beckett's parody videos are great too. Alright. Let's see if we can't grab Arcade. Mace's talking about Matin. Oh, yeah. The thing about Fallout 4 is they do have a lot of quality of life improvements. The gunplay is better. The gunplay is better? But no, there are some good changes to Fallout 4, and I'm not going to deny that. But it unfortunately also comes with a lot of bad changes as well. Like, even if you ignore the story, all the RPG mechanics are dumbed down or stripped out. There's no traits, there's no skills. How the fuck do you have an RPG in this series with no skills? Like, if you were to do a Fallout game that was done in the Telltale style, then I can kind of more understand that. Maybe. Because, like, that's a more narrative-driven game. It doesn't have the full range of game mechanics. But that's not what Fallout 4 is. It's a full-on game in the series. And yet, let's just strip out all the skills. Okay, well, now that you've stripped out all the skills, you now have to rely on the perks to do the jobs of skills, which makes no goddamn sense. Now, instead of being able to pick perks you find interesting or fun, like, you know, Bloody Mess, or any of the ones that grant you little bonuses, like finding more caps and containers, or more ammo, or whatever else, now you have to use those perk points to instead, you know, do more damage with guns, or heal more from stim packs. There's cool weapons, but the legendary systems makes most of the unique weapons useless. There's that too. You have these legendary enemies, and it's fucking stupid that they just kind of reset their health bar halfway. But, you know, okay, they reset their health bar, whatever. The real problem is that your rewards for them are complete garbage.
Where to, partner?
So you fight these super strong enemies, and you get, like, a legendary pool cue that does extra damage to ghouls. Well, okay, that's a nice little bonus, I guess, but I'm not going to drag around a fucking weapon that does marginal damage more to ghouls or any other type of creature when just a regular weapon will do. And since they removed repairing weapons from the games, then I can rely on one weapon for every combat encounter if I wanted. Ultimately, the legendary system is a good idea implemented poorly. Because they didn't have enough unique traits they could really give weapons that would make sense with Fallout. So they just opted for a lot of them being damage increases.
Events have transpired in a less than optimal fashion. Benny has fled the strip and the platinum chip has not been recovered. I suspected he'd found a way to access my encrypted databases, but, well, this explains it. That would be how he learned of the platinum chip in the first place, not to mention where to intercept you on your way in. Highly resourceful, Benny. He would have made a fine agent had he stayed loyal. It's fortunate you came along to replace him. And ironic. And whose idea was it to offer yourself up as a sacrificial lamb? Really? What did you expect? Are you going to keep giving him opportunities to kill you? It's becoming a hobby of his. His destination is hardly a mystery. It's a near certainty that he's making his way for Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill. It's one of just 2 places on Earth that have the hardware necessary to read the Platinum chip. The Lucky 38 is the other, of course. I won't lie to you. It'll be dangerous. The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill.
Both House and Caesar are some of the top characters in all of Fallout. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely not. Caesar is of great use to me. I don't want you harming a hair on that man's head, assuming you could find one. I'm not surprised. The Legion has spies on the Strip. I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight. The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the Platinum chip. I expect that if Benny doesn't have the chip, Caesar will make sure you get it. More on that later. Be off.
Goodbye.
Penthouse floor. Casino. Where to, partner?
Oh, I have to get Boone to follow me again.
High roller suite. Casino.
I've got your back.
Floor. Where to, partner?
That guy Benny was a piece of work. If that's what you think. I'll make my way there.
High roller suite.
If it's not an RPG, is it even a Fallout game? See, that's the thing. I do think you could create a Fallout game in a different genre of game if you wanted. You can probably make a Fallout RTS if you want, or a narrative Telltale styled game, as long as it's not fucking shit like most Telltale games are. The main aspect of Fallout, at least for me, is story and characterization. And that's part of why I consider New Vegas to be the best game, even though Fallout 2 is my favorite. It's because when it does try to do characterization, it does it fucking amazing. You've got House, you've got Boone, you've got Caesar, Arcade. Like, there's just so much that this game gets right. Who are Fallout 3's major lore characters? You've got fucking Lucas Sims, who arrests a man, but doesn't put handcuffs on him or restrains him in any way, and doesn't search him for weapons. He gets fucking shot in the back and killed. Like, great fucking going. What an amazing character. Okay, I'm missing the snow globe again. Someone said it was behind the cash register. But it should be called a spin-off instead of putting a number on it. Yeah, I agree. There it is. I could tolerate Fallout 4's bad story if at least the gameplay was fun, but it's not. See, that's the problem, is I'm kind of the opposite.
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops?
What trouble?
Oh, great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology, how he stays alive. Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
Alright, to continue my point there. New Vegas 6% speed run when? I'm probably not the person to do that. But anyways, yeah, I'm kind of the opposite as far as gameplay versus story goes. Like, if a game has a really, really, really fucking bad story, then it's hard for me to ignore that, especially when all the gameplay is, you know, kind of about that story. Like, if Fallout 4 being the example, obviously, like, even if the gameplay was fucking amazing, well, I wouldn't have anything to do if I wasn't following the story. So, it needs to be, ideally, it needs to be a balance between story and gameplay. But worst case scenario is I can tolerate not so great gameplay if the story is really fucking good.
No, wait, please. Mr. House has access to technology that could help save a lot of lives. Lives of people who suffer a great deal. Unlike Mr. House, refugees in New Vegas don't have the luxury of constant medical care. Some of them don't even have regular access to clean water. I guess we could thank NCR for that. Anyway, just a bit of information about Mr. House's technology could go a long way.
If you plant the bug after... Sorry, if you kill House, can you plant the bug for Emily after? I'm not sure about that. I've never tried it.
Really? Oh, I wasn't expecting you to agree so easily. That's great. Here, take this packet sniffer. It'll allow us to intercept data on Mr. House's network. You might have to manually remove the encryption from his data network, but hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Good luck.
I wish Bethesda returned to Morrowind's and the original Fallout style of dialogue. I agree, but that's also kind of hard for them to do. At least as far as Morrowind goes. Everything now, well, not everything, obviously, but most games now are voice acted, and that doesn't really work with Morrowind's style of dialogue, unfortunately. The original Fallout's dialogue isn't too far off from what we have here, and I do think that's a pretty decent system. I just wish Bethesda would have stuck to it for Fallout 4. I mean, it wouldn't have saved the game by any means. There's far more issues than that, but the dialogue is definitely a huge issue. You can also talk to Mr. House about the bug. Yeah, that part I do remember.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king? Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man? You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him. May I help you?
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you? Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good? I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside? good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say? Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
It's a shame, though. Without having the voice actor limit, they could post walls of lore in-game and quests. Yeah, I agree.
Did you hear someone managed to fight their way through the chairman and flee the strip after being caught? Wonder if they're hiding out in Freeside.
I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration of what I did, but okay. Anyways, yeah. You can still go into a lot of lore with voice actors. It just costs a bit more money, is all. Like, I like the way New Vegas handles it. They have a really good way of delivering the lore, I think. Bethesda has the money, but not the will. Yep. It's easier to make a dumb fuck shooter game with little effort in story or world building or anything else than it is to make a game like New Vegas. I once soft-locked a quest on accident by pickpocketing the bullets from Oris, and he couldn't shoot, so he just stood there. That's amazing.
Hello again. Still in one piece, I see. The last time we discussed this, you didn't exactly wow me with your pitch. What have you got for me this time?
Oh, I do need more speech. Shit.
Certainly.
There's a snow globe in Old Mormon Fort. Just when I was about to leave. No.
Hey.
They add building, they remove dialogue and skills. Yeah, that's part of it too, is they add these other systems and they're not necessary. Did Fallout 4 need the settlement building? No. It's in Julie's place. Room. Well, I don't know which room is hers. I saw a door over here. Can I go in that? Oh. By far, the worst thing about Fallout 4 is that it ignored virtually all the lessons of New Vegas. It flat out repudiated most of them. It was just insane. Yeah, agreed. Well, it's not this tower. The skill system was flawed, but Bethesda should have improved upon it. Yep. The coolest thing about the rep system is it gives you better deals at shops, and better rep with followers. Julie offers severely discounted services, medically, and skill magazines to boot for donations. Yeah, the reputation system is probably one of the best things they did with New Vegas. And it's something I really, really wish the Bethesda had learned from. Because, like, could you fucking imagine an Elder Scrolls game with reputation system? That would be great.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will. 200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate. Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out. To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the Kings hang out. Don't let them scare you. If they don't outnumber you 5 to 1, it'll be fun.
Who have made allies for Bruma slightly more bearable in Oblivion. Oh my god, that quest. Yeah, fuck that quest.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around. Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh? Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now. Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him. Call it a hunch. You do this job for long enough, and you learn to trust your instincts. Okay, that's it. Had enough? Well, here we are. No worse for wear, are you? I trust that if you need to cross Freeside again, you'll know who to hire.
Okay, that's it. Oris isn't paying us enough to put up with this shit. Let's just kill this one and be done with it.
Had enough? Come on.
Oh my god, these guys are strong.
Come on.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What are they shooting at? Was that Oris? It was! Oh my god! I guess I can't shoot those guys at all then.
Well, here we are. No worse for wear.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, don't mind me, Oris. I'm just going in here.
You got something you want to...
What do you have for me? So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
No need to apologize, Thomas. You do what you do. If you don't want to, if you don't want to watch a stream, or if something's happening that you can't watch the stream, then that's not a big deal.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Say?
Where can I find Oris's body? Is it in the same alleyway that his thugs were in? Oris is removed from the game. I thought you could find his corpse somewhere.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here? Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
Little Buster. Okay.
They were big guys. Young, too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them. Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Did you ever go north of Good Springs yet? No, I haven't. That's not really something I was planning on doing. I can start a new game, maybe another day, and do that at level 1 if you really want.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did. Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
That true? Did the king really send you? I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help? Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. It might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes. Tell the king we thank him for looking out for us.
Evening.
If you put the name of these 3 people together, you get Roy Wayne Ferris, who was a wrestler. Oh. I didn't know that. I'm not into wrestling, so I don't know any of that kind of stuff. That line is a reference to the lieutenant from first Fallout. Yep. Especially since Buddy said that guy's as dumb as a mutant. Which, yeah.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat? Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
like a person in need of a good meal. You wouldn't happen to be an NCR citizen, would you? Then I'm afraid I have nothing to offer you. Sorry. That meal's still available, but only to NCR.
Hello. Don't think I've seen your face before. Are you a citizen of the NCR? You don't look like you're from around here, so I guess I can believe that. Just head to the northwest part of town, by the old train station. We start handing out supplies at 6 every night. There'll be some guards by the door, but just remember that the password is HOPE, and they'll let you by right quick.
If you want the quest to be peacefully concluded, you need to talk to Julie first. Yeah, I think I know that, but I think I've been thinking about this for the past couple streams about which faction I want to side with, but I kind of think I want to side with House for this time. And I think if you side with House and end this peacefully, then the Kings get wiped out. If I'm remembering correctly.
Hold up. What's the password? Oh, of course not. We're here to serve the good citizens of the NCR. Please, head on through.
Here you go. I hope this helps.
You find out something about them soldier boys yet? Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else? Nothing's innocent in Freeside. You should know that by now. No, I'm guessing they're doing something they know will cause a row, like keeping the food all to themselves. Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir. I'm gonna see that those supplies are distributed a little more... What the hell?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
I want you to back him up. See this through, and there'll be something good waiting for you when you get back.
Hi.
Do you side with Mr. House ever? I haven't sided with him before, but I think I am for this run. Sorry, Scout. It's nothing personal.
That's life in Freeside for you. That had to hurt. Why are you talking to me? Smoke these guys already.
Hey, Chris.
That hurt me just watching. Had enough? That had to hurt. That had to hurt.
What do you think about Caesar himself? I mean, obviously he's a fucking psychopath. Like, he's charismatic. He obviously has a plan for what he wants to do, but he's definitely not a good guy. Yeah, sorry, my streams aren't that interesting, Chris. But, hey, glad you're here. Thank you. I like your videos, and I hope to see you continue to succeed, like Thomas here. Thank you. It's much appreciated. I'm definitely going to continue. Sorry, Scout.
Personal space meaning anything to you, lady?
All right. I'll see you later. I've already heard all about what happened, and all I can say is that I and all of Freeside thank you. Thank you very much. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, aim whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
What kind of build is your character? I'm not really going for any kind of specific build, really. I kind of just usually go with whatever I need or whatever I'm using at the moment. For a game with a faction of Elvis impersonators, I'm surprised there's no Elvis music. Yeah, that is a little bit odd. You think they should have gotten at least one of his songs for the radio? And yeah, Scout's probably right. It's probably way too expensive for them to pay to use one of his songs or to get a license. And I think that actually happened with a Dean Koontz book, because I remember reading an afterword of the author for one of his books where it said he asked to use the quote, or he asked for a license to use a quote from someone, and they asked for a minimal amount and for it to be donated to charity. So he ended up donating 10 times that to charity. And he also asked, or wanted to use a license for an Elvis quote, but it was so expensive he just paid the regular fee. I think that was it. I'm probably I'm probably misremembering the story horribly.
Thanks, lady.
I killed that fucking rat like 3 days ago and he's still thanking me for it.
I'm hit!
Yeah, no fucking shit, you're hit. I also have a mod that extends Radio New Vegas to 250 songs. That would be fucking amazing. I know Fallout 3 had a mod like that, and there was one where you could add your own custom songs to it. I ended up putting in a whole fuck ton of songs. Oh shit, I forgot to get arcade. I'll do that after. The surgery building should be around here somewhere. There it is.
Just security, not a doctor. The gun runners ought to help the followers by donating some of the firepower they've got.
All that wealth is wasted on the Strip. There are people in Freeside who need food and medicine.
Welcome to the New Vegas Medical Clinic. I'm a fully qualified physician and can fix whatever is wrong with you for a reasonable fee. If you've got the caps, I've also got several implants available to enhance your physical attributes.
So what have I missed? Well, this is the third stream. In the first one, I obviously did the start of the game, completing the tutorial and defeating the powder gangers, and I ended at Prim. In the second stream, I got a sheriff from keep tripping over my own words. I got a sheriff for Prim. Went to Nipton and informed the NCR of what the Legion did there. Then I went to Novak and did Come Fly With Me, getting the Nightkin to leave peacefully, and getting the ghouls out into space. And from there I went to Boulder City and I resolved that peacefully. Then in this stream, I came to the strip, talked to House, talked to Benny, killed his guards, and he ran off. And then I did GI Blues, killing the NCR. So not a whole lot.
I have several basic implants available that can enhance your physical abilities, make you faster, smarter, stronger, that sort of thing. I've also got two much more expensive implants. One's a subdermal implant that will make you more resistant to damage. The other implant induces a mild regenerative effect. Your wounds will practically heal before your eyes. One other thing I forgot to mention. Your body may be able to handle only a limited number of implants. The healthier you are, the more implants I'll be able to give you. Now, what surgery are you considering? If I implant the probability calculator in your frontal lobe, you'll be able to calculate odds a little better. It's not quite the same as making you luckier, but you'll be able to nudge things your way more often. I can do the implant for 4,000 caps.
That's a bit more expensive than I remember. How many caps do I have on me now? Oh.
You're back.
Do you sell anything here? Okay, let's see what I could sell her to get me 800 caps. Well, I don't need the laser rifle and the fucking plasma rifle. Let's get rid of anti-venom. Bleak venom. Ah. Forgot I was lugging that shit around. I forgot about all the fucking dinosaurs. Yeah, that more than does it. No, looks like I have enough for that implant.
Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours.
You could turn on the snow globes to get massive amount of caps. Where do I do that again?
Hello.
Also, no skip. That's not wrong. Oh, you know what? I probably also could have gone in here for a little bit of caps.
Here's the rest of the payment I promised you back in Good Springs. I'm getting ready to run a caravan up towards Utah. There's a town called New Canaan, which is supposed to be pretty prosperous. The Crimson Caravan doesn't have any branches out that way, so it'll be up to me to get things started.
You do that with Jane and the Lucky 38. Will do. Okay, so let's hit the Lucky 38 first. Yeah, we'll hit the Lucky 38, turn in the snow globes, grab Arcade Gannon,
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
and then we can bankrupt all the casinos. Alright.
Where to, partner?
$2,000 caps apiece. Fucking nice.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office. Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it. You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
The cave near Jacobstown has a key to a chest with 4,000 caps. Nice, I'll have to get that at some point. Alright.
Penthouse floor. Casino floor.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr. House's network yet?
Oh my god, fuck off.
Where to, partner?
You're a rich man now. Yeah, thank you. I could probably grab another implant right away.
Make your way to Caesar's camp at Fort
You're not even letting me talk.
Something very interesting awaits you.
I'll have to do the bug thing when I get back then.
Penthouse floor.
I saw a video saying Mr. Caption quit YouTube because the stress of haters became too much. Do you think you'll have the same problem? I mean, I certainly hope not. I have got the people on my videos, you know, saying you're an idiot or you're wrong or, you know, that stuff doesn't really bug me. Because I understand that there's always going to be...
Casino floor.
There's always going to be the people who disagree with you no matter what. You could show them absolute undeniable proof you're right about something, and they would still say, oh, you're wrong. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. It's just part of life. Just give me a second here. It's actually a bit later than I thought. It's 11:30 where I am. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to grab Arcade Gan and then I'm probably going to end the stream.
You thought you could hide from me?
What?
You like the sight of your blood?
I traveled to the wrong location. Oh, I've already got a red blip on the map. Come on. Come on. Come out of fighting. Piece of fucking shit.
I'm hit!
Yeah, no shit you're hit, you fuck.
I'm out of here!
Oh, you're not getting away from me.
Tell the king we thank him for looking out for us.
Hope what I remembered helps.
I have to admit, you do well with shooting.
Hello.
Not so much. I'm not the best shooter in these games. Where the fuck is, Arcade hiding? Oh, there you are.
Hello again. Still in one piece, I see.
Haha, video games. Yep.
The last time we discussed this, you didn't exactly wow me with your pitch. What have you got for me this time? That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair?
Just take the praise for what it is, owl boy. Alright. Fine, I'll take the praise.
Alright, let's not waste any time. There are people out there to help, things to learn. Maybe not in that order, but let's get to it.
You must have some real pull with House to get inside the Lucky 38.
you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies. We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler. They've got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of...
Ah, right, it's the Atomic Wrangler, I forgot. Alright. Let's see if I could get some armor for Arcade at least.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph.
Yeah, shut up.
Have a look.
I know how to get Arcade Infinity points if you're interested. Nah. I'll probably get them normally while just playing the game. Oh, this guy doesn't even have armor.
Wanna get lucky? Head
Nope.
on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
I mean, that's where I'm going anyways because of the quest.
Hey.
I hear Benny went missing. I can't help but wonder what happened to him.
And see, that's another thing. The characters in this game talk about events that happen.
Interesting. Well, you're gonna need to...
Arcade also comments on Eddie. I'll have to check that out.
I've got my eye on you. Morning.
Try your hand at blackjack.
Alright. That kind of helps.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. Looking to exchange? How many chips would you like?
Alright. This might be painful for some of you to watch, but I don't fucking know how to play this game at all. Blackjack. But I have bullshit my way through it before in order to get kicked out of all the casinos. Well, that went exactly as predicted. Oh wait. I've got a better way to do this.
Like that? What have you done?
The goal is for you to not bust over 21. It's the idea to get as close to the number 21 as you can while hitting for cards, so that's your goal. Okay,
Welcome to the atomic rank.
That seems straightforward enough. There's being a sore loser, and then there's that. Max bet, deal. Naturally, the higher your luck, the better your hands. Yeah, that's why I went for 9 luck at the start and just got the luck implant. I never found the gambling minigames fun. Yeah, neither do I. For me, it's more about getting a shitload of caps. Like, I'm barely even playing at this point, it's just doing it itself. Is that it then? Oh. I'm not sure about that glitch, Lauren. Okay, I think I see how this works. I'm just getting random items added to my inventory. Yeah. I'm not really worried about the achievements. Yeah.
Welcome to the atomic.
I'd like to turn in all my chips.
In what currency would you like your payout? Non-caps currencies will have fractions paid out in caps. Caps it is. Well, they're... Yep.
See you, Lauren. Thanks for stopping by. In fact, I'm going to be ending the stream here. Thank you for coming out, everyone. It's greatly appreciated. Hope to see you all next time, whenever that might be.